Wait, is your mic on?
I didn't even say hello yet,
Oh,
so
okay.
nice.
Hey, it's
Pending.
Matt and Josh. We're back again this week with a new episode. Lots to talk about. Josh is confused about something.
I think I just found a piece of salad on my webcam, but I never eat at my computer. So the mystery is afoot.
Maybe it was Roswell.
He doesn't eat salad, man. It's a cat. It's my cat.
Yeah.
It's my cat. Okay.
Okay. So lots to talk about this week, I guess. Like
Tons.
there's still some DC news coming out, and
Yes, it's
then
it's crazy.
the Ant-Man premiere was yesterday, last night. The Marvel premiere,
Last
like the
night.
world premiere, whatever. Of like,
Yes, was last night.
yeah.
Yes.
So we're getting our first reactions to that.
Yes.
Um, yeah. So we'll start first with something I'm excited about for the new DC is a Swamp Thing movie, and a very good director is interested in directing it, James Mangold. He has
It's
directed
me.
Wolverine. He's directing the new Indiana Jones. He also directed something else. Oh, Logan. Um,
Oh, that thing.
yeah. Well, he did. So he also did the Wolverine, the second Wolverine, didn't he? Too. The one in
He?
Japan. He did that one too,
Oh,
right?
that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yesterday, DC Studios revealed some of the. Okay, well, it wasn't yesterday, but last week or this week or whatever. Um,
Sure.
we're assuming that those talks are taking place, but this new shared world would not really set to kick off in earnest until 2025 with Superman Legacy, which James Gunn said I think he's directing himself. There's still plenty of time. There are some names floating around though, and Logan and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny director James Mangold has previously been linked to the DCU. While it's reported that he could take the helm of Gunn's Superman movie, it appears the filmmaker may be eyeing a very different DC Comics adaptation. As you can see, Mangold has taken to Twitter to share a comic book panel of Swamp Thing, prompting speculation he hopes or plans to direct this movie. The filmmakers would be an unexpected and exciting choice to bring the character to the big screen, especially as the hero is one we anticipate being front and center in a horror-style DCU movie. All we know
Yeah,
for
he
now is
did.
that the film will investigate the dark origins of Swamp Thing. So there's the tweet from Mangold. If they're gonna do like a horror line, like Dark Justice League is gonna show up at some point. Satanic
Yes,
and
I feel like that's the case, and that's why they kept them out of the
Etrigan.
announcement. I think that's why they want to take more time to develop those characters. I also have, oh fuck, don't even quote me on this, but a very small sneaky suspicion that if they don't let Gal Gadot come back as Wonder Woman, that
Yeah.
there might be a chance that they save her and make her Zatanna.
Mm, I don't know that she has the comedy chops for that.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either. But I could see them trying to do something, trying to keep her around.
Yeah, maybe.
But not Zachary Levy.
Zachary Levi.
Whatever,
Is it
like it
Levy or
matters.
Levi? Levy would be with a Y. It's Levi, isn't it?
Levi, then that's fine.
Nah.
Whatever,
Okay.
Gene boy.
So it's another day and another Fantastic Four rumor because we're gonna keep getting these until they announce something eventually.
Yeah, like I feel like it's not going to end until, and that's fine. But this one, this recent one, oh, I like this one.
Yeah. So far we've had Adam Driver as Reed Richards. We've had John Krasinski coming back as Reed Richards. We've had Ryan Gosling possibly as Reed Richards and or someone in the Fantastic Four, maybe the Human Torch. I know we have Dev Patel maybe in the mix to play Reed Richards. As Fantastic Four casting rumors continue to swirl online, the latest name believed to be in the mix to play Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, is Academy Award nominee Dev Patel. According to the moderators at Marvel Studios Spoilers, the Green Knight stars Marvel Studios' number one choice for the role. Patel's been a fan favorite pick to play Richards for quite a while, so we can see a lot of people getting behind this decision. If he does end up landing the part, we know that Kevin Feige and co are casting a wide net in an attempt to nab the best ensemble cast possible. Also, maybe a bit younger because this cast will have to go forward together for the foreseeable next 5 to 10 years, right? So you don't want to cast members who are 50 or 45. You want to go a bit younger. Adam Driver, Ryan Gosling, Diego Luna are also said to have been in contention to play the Fantastic Four leader at various points. Casting has been underway for a while, so the trades may be weighing in with official details soon. Matt Shackman recently boarded the project as director with Jeff Kaplan and Ian Springer, currently working on the script. Plot details are still a mystery, but Kevin Feige has confirmed this will not be another origin story for the super team. A lot of people know this origin story. A lot of people know the basics. How do we take that and bring that in? Never seen before. Set a very high bar for ourselves with bringing that to the screen. The last thing I saw him in was The Green Knight, and I'm glad I watched it at home because it was a bit slow, but it was good.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Actually,
the cinematography was really good in it too, if I recall.
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah.
But
I really want to see it because I think like Life of Pi was amazing. I think it really did him.
Never saw it. Didn't I saw the trailer with the tiger in the water. It's fine.
But this is an Avatar. There's a tiger.
Fuck, there was something
it
else
is
that I came up with this week that could play Ben Grimm, and I'm like, oh, that could be perfect. And now I forget who it was. Something we were watching. I'm like, oh, that guy would be good for it.
Yeah, Ben Chiklis.
No, it wasn't. I mean, listen, he's great.
Or not Ben. Not Ben.
Shield was an amazing show.
Chiklis.
Him, Walton Goggins. That show was killer.
You know what's funny? Did you ever think, total sidebar on this one, but did you ever think out of all the people in the Shield that Goggins and CCH Pounder were going to be the most popular?
She had a good career before that.
That's true. That is true.
But no, like Walton Goggins, definitely that was like his breakout role.
I agree.
And yet you hate that character so much by the end.
Oh. I think I don't know, like, and I'm always on the fence if they did him dirty in that show at the end or not. Like, kind of.
No, he deserved it. I mean,
100%. Well, they all deserved it. No, let's not get crazy here. But Anyway, amazing actor. He should actually be Reed Richards.
Who I came up with for Ben Grimm.
Oh, think about it.
Shit, what have I been watching?
Michael Chiklis. That's his name. There it is. Sorry, it took me a little while.
Damn it. If I think of it. If anyone has any suggestions for who should play Ben Grimm, let us know. But
Ben Grimmy. Old Grimmy grew.
Yeah, fuck, I don't remember. Anyways, I should have wrote it down. Okay, so James Gunn polled fans to see if Superman should wear the classic red trunks on Twitter, and he should. 59% said the red trunks should come back. I like
trunks.
I voted. Trunks at least wear something around the waist.
Trunks, bro.
Yeah,
gotta get those trunks.
Okay. So speaking of 5 to 10 year plans for Fantastic Four, DC Studios is reportedly looking to lock actors into 10-year contracts.
Not gonna happen.
As part of their ambitious plans. This, unless there are some pretty good incentives, a la like Robert Downey Jr. getting $65 million to come back for, I think it was $65 million plus back end for Infinity War.
But they can't afford that. Like WP can't afford pay people like that. So
yeah, I really don't know what actors are going to sign 8 to 10 year contracts without some really good incentives for, like, if this becomes as popular as Marvel.
I mean, I would assume that it's basically going to happen to the point where, they offer them a certain sum at the beginning, and then with each movie, maybe if it does so well, you get a percentage, or you get, an increase of a certain percent for the next one, et cetera, right? If they all start to spiral, you know what I mean? Like, so they know that for them and on their backs, they have to, also think in their head, okay, I'm going to carry this along for the next 8 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to make sure that I'm acting the sort, right? I don't know.
So apparently, according to Above the Line, Jeff Snyder's, the latest scoop is that they've been asking actors' talent is 10-year deals that cover both film and television. So this wouldn't have worked for Dwayne Johnson because he refused to be in Shazam. and
So
you'd have
ridiculous.
you'd have to have you couldn't have such a big ego that you were like, I can't appear in a television show called Titans because I'm a movie actor, not a television actor. I can't be in, right? So they have to be able to
Right.
go back and forth. Although we have yet to see a major Marvel actor in television other than Loki. Like Thor hasn't been in any, Captain America, um,
Yeah, I guess
Robert Downey
Loki,
Jr.
right?
wasn't in any Marvel series. Black Widow wasn't. You had like the B guys like Hawkeye and Winter Soldier and
Right.
um, Falcon, but you didn't have the top A guys. So maybe they could do that with the DCU of like, Nightwing is in it or
Yeah.
Red Hood, but like Batman, Superman, you keep those guys just for movies.
Right.
Um,
I could see that. I mean, it's see that's the thing
Sammy?
too, right? Yeah.
Huh?
I know nothing. I'm just thinking
Oh,
about like the idea. Yeah, just the idea of. Well, I mean, it brings it right back to what we just were previously talking about, right? Like Zatanna and all those characters that a lot of people expected that were going to get maybe mentioned in the whole thing or whatever. They didn't, and it was more along the lines of like, we got that's typical James Gunn, wacky out of the blue team that no one expected to hear about, with obviously the main, Superman and Batman stuff.
yeah. None of them bothered to show up for
Sammy,
Suicide Squad at that last
right?
episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're definitely gonna have to go like. So Superman, he's going younger, but Batman, if it's gonna be Damian Wayne, he's probably in his mid-30s, early
Easily.
40s, to explain that he has an 8 to 10 year old kid.
Is he 8 to 10, or he hasn't seen him for 8 to 10 years?
No, he doesn't know, and he's been raised. So the casting news I saw was an 8 to 10 year old, for Damian Wayne, who Bruce knew nothing about and has been raised by
Right.
the League of Assassins.
So let's say 10 years.
Yeah.
That kid's gonna be a no-namer, right? He has to be.
Yeah.
And then if you did a 35-year-old Batman, fucking 25 years old. I mean, they can make
He would have
it
had to been Batman for like the character of Batman for at
right.
least a couple years before he gets involved with Ra's al Ghul.
And I always forget, what is the general time frame on when he becomes Batman? Like, what's his year one? Do you remember?
It's early 20s.
Early 20s.
Yeah.
So let's say he fucks up within the first like 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Lays pipe, and, and then that's your Bob's your knuckle.
So they could do it early 30s, like 33, 34, where Damien shows up,
Mm-hmm.
and by that time, Batman's been around 10 years at least, fighting crime in Gotham. So he's
That's pretty good.
experienced.
Yeah, but he still has a few things to learn from a boy,
right?
who is his son.
Yeah. Okay. So the Witcher author doesn't sound remotely impressed with Netflix TV shows. I just thought this was
Shocker.
funny because he also didn't really like the games either, and he kind of gave it away as he gave those rights to CD Projekt Red as like a throwaway because he didn't think they'd be anything, and then he had to go back and sue after The Witcher 3 for more money because they turn it into, this gigantic worldwide phenomenon. So
No.
he was at where was he? He was at something. During a recent appearance at the Taipei International Book Exhibition, Sapkowski was asked to share his thoughts on the streaming service take on his books. While he didn't weigh in on recent reports that the creative team behind the shows actively mock his work, his opinion on his show is, I've seen better, I've seen worse. I mean, it's, like that, from all the interviews I've seen, that sounds like him. He's kind of like, I could really give a shit.
Oh man, it's funny, man.
And I saw conflicting reports this week that Netflix is planning to end it in season 5, even though there's 7 books. They could film season 4 and 5 back to back, so it's a short, like maybe 6 and 6, and then end it quick, and obviously have to skip a lot. But I don't know. They, as incredible as
they'll probably cancel it by then.
Season 3 ends on a good note, despite Henry leaving, and the writing was the best it's ever been. Big hope that Liam actually does a good job in season 4, and they decide to continue with 6 and 7. I don't know. I don't know that they would make final plans now to cut it off at season 5 if there's money to be made.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. The author doesn't seem all that thrilled about it either way.
Yeah, I think pretty much everything that he's experienced with his ideas and IP, that nothing has lived up to his standards, no matter what. And I find that to be quite funny because, as much as even Henry Cavill could do, loving the books and the source material and the games, still, you know what I mean? Like, no dice. And it's just like, all right.
So having read 4 of the 5 books for the main quintology, they're good books and they're fun stories, but they're not Shakespeare. They're not like, like, I get why people like it.
They're not?
I enjoy them too, but I'm not like, it's not like he's going to be one of those authors who in 100 years from now is like, oh, we should base our whole entire language around this guy's words.
He isn't.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That might be news to some people, but
no.
Like, they're good books. They're not amazing books. I mean, there are some really good parts of the books. I think CD Projekt Red did a good job of fleshing out those stories and taking it farther. And I would argue that some of the CD Projekt Red stuff is better than some of the stuff in the books. Like Blood and Wine, the expansion, was one of the best things I've ever played in terms of story.
I played that for only a few hours. I should probably finish it.
Yeah, the expansions for Witcher 3, now I forget what they're called. Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine.
Right. Yeah, Heart of Stone. Yeah, Blood and Wine.
Yeah, the writing is as good in those two extra DLC packs as the entire game. So,
wow.
Yeah. Okay. So Colin Farrell's been doing the rounds for Banshees of Inisherin because it got nominated. And he was on a podcast with Variety. They were talking about Penguin. Apparently it starts shooting the end of this month, I think he said.
Wow.
And it's going to be 8 episodes around Oz's rise to power, filling that power vacuum created when Falcone was killed. He also said that it pretty much starts like a week after the end of the Batman in terms of timeline. So it's like,
I had no idea that this was afterwards.
Yeah, it's afterwards. It's like it goes right into it of him filling the
wow
of Falcone being dead. So Matt Reeves came up with most of the ideas, but he's not writing it he's not a showrunner either. He just came up with the concept, and Colin Farrell says, I think he said he's read 6 of the 8 and they're phenomenal. So, I mean, every actor's going to say that about whatever project.
Yeah, I mean, but he would know, right? Like, but at the same time,
I don't know.
What is he going to say? It's medium?
So I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Medium.
Yeah, but totally stoked to see that too.
I am stoked to see the Penguin. I think it has a lot of legs and a lot of possibility. Do we think they're going to put him in those same prosthetics?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He actually, in the interview, said his performance, he could only attribute his good performance to 50% of his acting. The other 50% was the makeup artist who did the work. Which true. Like, no
argue there. Yeah.
The trailer first came out, and you didn't know who no idea it was Colin Farrell.
No one had any clue.
Yeah.
And we talked about this, that right off the hop, everybody was like, wait, wasn't Colin Farrell supposed to be in this movie?
Yeah, I thought he was in this
Wait a
movie.
minute.
Where is he?
What? Yeah. Wait, what is this? Where Waldo? What's going on?
Where's Waldo? Yeah. Okay.
Where's Pingo?
So this is
Where's Pingo?
this could go to a bigger issue, I guess. But so Luke Cage was supposed to have a miniseries called City of Fire. It was set to be his first Marvel miniseries, and it was canceled. Comic writer Ho-Chi Anderson has explained how exactly his first Marvel project, Luke Cage City of Fire, was canceled mere weeks before it would have gone on sale. Anderson sat down with an exclusive interview with CPR to discuss a career, during which he was asked about City of Fire. Despite the 3-issue miniseries being canceled in November 2021, when the 3rd issue was already halfway done. So 2 issues had been finished, and they were halfway through the 3rd one. The writer was still working with Marvel and spoke about his enjoyment doing a Blade project and cool stuff for the company. However, he admitted Luke Cage was painful, opening up about his circumstance of how right-wing nuts and City of Fire's real-world subject matter spooked Marvel into not releasing the title. Anderson recalls a conversation with Marvel executives saying, long story short, they sat me down and said, we're canceling this book. We're afraid that the subject matter is going to be damaging for you. We don't want you to be attacked by right-wing nuts. So the book, according to the writer, was based on and taken from inspiration from the police brutality, I think, murder of George Floyd, a black man murdered by a white police officer in May 2020. The title's premise being what would happen if the mother of George Floyd hired Luke Cage to protect Derek Chauvin, her son's murderer. Anderson shared his own assumptions for why else Marvel axed City of Fire, guessing how our executives might have said, no, this is going to affect our bottom line. He added that the book would have come out shortly after Kyle Rittenhouse was acquitted on all charges raised against him for killing 2 people and wounding a 3rd with an AR-15-like rifle, which happened in August 2020 during the protests that followed George Floyd's death. They're really worried that there was going to be some blowback with the Kyle Rittenhouse lovers of the world or whatever, Anderson said about Marvel at the time, so they chose to take the cautious route. I would have read that for sure. I feel like that would have been a good subject matter to tackle. See, this is
I agree.
After reading this, I'm like, you know what? This is the difference between DC and Marvel, is that Marvel will write. They don't really write adult content stories or political, like overtly political stuff that people. I mean, they'll throw in something to get someone upset about, like, oh, there's a gay character or whatever, right? They don't want to do that stuff. They don't care about that. But I feel like DC will actually take chances like this on controversial topics, and whether you like it, the ending or the opinion, they're still kind of not afraid to put it out there. But but Marvel seems to take a bit more. I wouldn't say they're afraid. They're a bit more conscious of real world problems that books can cause, and like the potential violence against their writers. So
I would agree. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I would have liked to have, also, it would have been, that's a tightrope to walk for that writer, like, to get that story right.
Oh yeah. Like, it's I feel like it should have been released, but I can understand a smidge of where Marvel's coming from, because that time frame, and like there was, people walking around, waiting for something to spark, a fight. Now, obviously, I don't think it's going to be a comic.
Right. Could be, though.
But things have been sparked for less. So, just saying.
Yeah. Careful when you burn a Quran, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it brings it right back down. Okay. You know what? That's fine. We'll do it. We'll do a little bit. We'll do a tiny bit. We'll get a little taste. I don't remember the last time a firefighter / first responder murdered somebody. So, I don't, I'm just maybe saying
degree of murder, though, is because there have been, like, so the paramedics who didn't help Tyree Nichols got fired and lost their license. We had a case in Hamilton where that kid who got shot said he got shot, and those 2 paramedics didn't do anything about it. You can kind of see that that's manslaughter, homicide. They didn't care the gun themselves.
Okay, right.
So there could be instances of that, but I understand, like, a paramedic's not running around with a gun shooting at people.
Sure,
yeah.
But at the same time, there isn't a lot of recorded circumstances, I guess I was trying to say, of actual disregard for human life when it comes to, other than the simple fact of, if you're in any situation of being in an area where you understand and this takes place literally daily, and you deal with it daily, and you know what's going to happen, and they make, a work decision regarding someone's health or well-being, that's understandable. That's a big difference than filling someone's body full of 9 bullets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just saying. But anyway, yes.
They've gotten trouble, like Marvel. It's funny that Marvel's gotten in trouble before for a lot less.
So much less.
Yeah, I mean,
so much.
Yeah, I really wish they would, like, if they had said the tone's not right or the writing's not right, or you didn't nail this, like that's why we're not releasing it. Then okay,
sure.
But if it's because of what other people thought or what the problems it was going to cause, I don't know.
I don't understand why they just didn't let them finish the comic and then held it for like 2 years, then release it.
Like half of the third issue was done, so I don't know. Maybe they can go back and finish it after.
Like, they don't have to be worried about Kyle Rittenhouse. That dude is going to go to jail finally. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
he's getting sued. He's not getting any money. He's getting sued in civil court for wrongful death. America's very different than that.
Civil. I thought it was actually criminal charges.
No, it's civil. So
fuck me then. Never mind.
He won't go to jail.
Well, the honkies won't let him go bankrupt. He's a spokesperson.
Okay. Anyways, let's do market top 10 and keys of the week.
Keys of the week. Your top 10.
Okay, DC Spec has exploded. All of the top 10 are DC Spec books. The Authority, which we're getting a TV. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which I tried to find myself at the local shop, and someone had already cleaned them out a couple months before. Maybe they knew something I didn't.
Did they say months before?
Huh?
They said months before?
No. Maybe he cleaned them out of Superman or Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow issues like a couple months before this announcement. So maybe he.
That's what I mean. It was a couple months before, so that was how. Okay.
Maybe he just liked Supergirl or heard it was a good run, which it is apparently a good run, and he just wanted to read it, or he had inside info. I feel like that's insider trading. Anyways, Batman books, Booster Gold #1, Weird War. I'm not sure why that's in there.
Probably the first. Here, I'm looking. I got it.
It says it's a key. Why is it a key? First appearance. Oh, it's the first appearance of the Creature Commandos. So again, related to the DCU announcement. This is, I think, kind of the first appearance of Damian. Nope, is it? Yes, first appearance of Damian Wayne. First cover. Is he on the cover? I don't see him on the cover. Oh, sorry. This is a 655 and 656. Let's see how much this is going for these days. $75. First print, $31. 107. A CBCS 9.8 is currently at 141.
Oh.
Ungraded comic book set 107. 9.2, $86. I feel like this is a CGC 9.8 at $4.99. I feel like this is probably stay around these kind of prices, less than 200 until it gets cast. And once it gets cast, it'll fucking blow up huge. Swamp Thing, first startling issue. Stormwatch. Why is Stormwatch here?
Because Stormwatch was
first Terminator and Apollo. Oh,
yeah, it was the Authority before the Authority.
Right.
Yeah. So it started with them, and they pluck characters from them. I actually just watched a YouTube video about that today.
Why is first appearance of Amanda Waller out? And Billy Batson, New Earth. Oh, so first appearance of Billy Batson before Shazam. Okay.
Really?
$9
Wow.
though.
Wow.
Okay, so that's your top 10 this week. Keys of the week in stores today and tomorrow.
Keys of
Red
the
Goblin
week.
#1, first Normie Osborn solo series. Star Wars High Republic
Normie.
#5, first appearance of the Mother of the Path of the Open Hand. Batman 132, Catwoman variant by Art Germ. The Finder #1 one shot. Monarch #1, an orphan boy raised in Compton steps up to protect his surrogate family and friends against an alien threat. Space Job #1. After paying his dues as chef's assistant, a man finally gets his dream job in space as first officer, but on his first day he discovers nothing seems right aboard the ship and is determined to find out why. Stranger Things, Tales from Hawkins #1. In the fall of 1983, two
Oh.
friends set out on a hunting trip but find themselves the prey of a nightmarish beast who's claimed the wilderness around the town of Hawkins. Batman 132. Potential first appearance of alternate reality characters. Lazarus Planet, Next Evolution #1. First appearance of Deadeye. First team appearance of The Vigil. Static, Shadows of Dakota #1. First appearance of Isaac, a boy with powers. First appearance of Quincy, a friend of Static who is manifesting powers. Second cameo appearance and first cover of Ebon in the Shadows. Avengers #8. First appearance of Kang reprint. Bishop War College #1. First
Makes
appearance
sense.
of a team led by Bishop that includes Armor, Surge, Cam, Long, Aurora, Charles, and Amass. Ghost Rider
I've only heard of
#11.
one of those characters. Wow.
Yep, neither do I. Introduction to next upgraded,
Great. Okay.
upgraded Danny Ketch as teased at the end of #11 and seen on the cover of #13.
Ooh.
Yeah, I really liking this Ghost Rider series. It's pretty good. I hope it continues. But Marvel likes to cancel stuff and restart, so
Mhm.
so long ago. Storm continues with the Sins of the Sinister event with Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants. First appearance of Ironfire. Sins of Sinister Year 10 Timeline Part 1. Amazing Spider-Man 19, 1 in 25 cover with the Black Cat. Amazing Spider-Man #19 Homage. That's a Fantastic Four homage. And then 1 in 100.
It's a pretty funny.
is the
It's a
black
pretty
and
funny
white.
cover.
Oh, the Disney,
Yeah.
right? The What If Disney
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So those are your keys of the week in store today and tomorrow. I don't really think
That's
there's any new.
sweet.
I might check out that Space Job. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
What about
the
the
Bishop I'll pick up, of course, in the Storm and
Okay,
Brotherhood.
what about the Batman with the alternate characters? Like, who is that even supposed to be on the fucking cover?
What are you talking about? Which one?
Oh, sorry, was it not Bat?
132?
No, sorry, the one right. Oh yeah, no, Batman, the one with the woman on the cover,
Oh, her.
and the
alternate-
in the onesie right
yeah.
there. Yeah, no. Alternate reality characters. Like, who the hell is that supposed to be?
I guess
Catwoman.
Yeah,
I'm an
different version
idiot.
of Catwoman, I guess.
Well, I couldn't see from the thumbnail. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
This isn't comic related, but I thought this was shitty, and I bring it up anyways. AMC theaters introducing seat-based ticket price changes. Did you see this?
It's poop.
Now, do we have?
Sorry.
Do we have AMC in Toronto?
No, we don't, but it doesn't matter because as soon as I saw this, I agreed with everyone that it's poop. Poop.
So movie theaters are constantly finding ways to bring audiences back to experience film on the big screen. Yeah, charging them more is gonna work.
The opposite way, baby. There it is. There's the door.
While also attempting to find ways to maximize revenue, with AMC theaters launching a new initiative in hopes of accomplishing both objectives. To bring in more viewers, less desired seats, such as those in the front row, will be discounted, while the optimal seats, the best view of the screen, will be more expensive. Some of the most popular seating options, however, will be reportedly cost the same, maintain their same cost. Variety reports that the Sightline program will be starting on Friday at theaters in New York, Chicago, Kansas City. Set to roll. Kansas City, that's a weird one to start in. New York, Chicago, Kansas City. Is set to roll out nationwide by the end of the year. Sightline at AMC more closely aligns AMC's seat pricing approach to that of many other entertainment venues. What other, like Broadway, you mean? Is that the other entertainment venue that you're talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, sit down concerts, I guess. Sure, they have different level seating prices, I guess. So the three tiers of pricing will be as follows. Value sightline will be seats in the front row of the auditorium, as well as PDA seats in each auditorium, are available at a lower price than standard sightline seats. Standard sightline seats are seats that are most common in auditoriums and are available for the traditional cost of a ticket. Preferred sightline seats are seats in the middle of the auditorium, are priced at a premium to standard sightline seats. AMC Stubs A-list members will be able to secure their preferred sightline seats at no extra cost. Yeah, so at one point, do they raise the cheap seats to the cost of standard and then bump them to without think no one will notice?
I mean, I'm not sure.
I have a lot of eat-in movie theaters around me. Definitely not a fan of them. That's why I don't go to the movies. Yeah, this is why people
there you go. Boom.
Too much. I don't need a worker walking around with someone pizza or beer while yeah. So when you go to the theater in Toronto, which one do you usually go to? Like a Silver City?
Yeah, no. Wow, it's so funny. You mentioned so many. So, in Niagara and Toronto, and all the surrounding areas of Toronto and the Golden Horseshoe, i.e., Southern Ontario, is dominated by Cineplex Odeon.
Right.
Dominated.
Wait, isn't that Silver or whatever? Silver?
I think they're owned by the same. You can check. So that's what I grew up with, and it hasn't stopped. And I think the only thing that I've done differently or gone differently is there was whatever's in Penn Center and St. Catharines. Yeah, it's a
Cinemark, I think,
or Landmark.
Landmark, yeah,
Landmark. So it's a Landmark, and then there is two. There's two other ones that are separate in Toronto, and I'm trying to remember which ones, other than being independent.
Right. But
it's not a major company. Yeah. And I think the first other major company one outside is Silver City, and I think it's. You know what? I might be wrong. There might be one in Oakville.
So what does it cost for an average ticket for you?
Regular ticket, non-AVX, non-sound.
These things are such bullshit. AVX 3D, 4D.
I mean, I will say Ultra AVX versus regular there's definitely a difference, because I've been able to tell. Obviously, I've been able to tell the difference.
Well, you're such a connoisseur of the screen, yes.
I don't know about that, but I can definitely tell the difference between a lot of things. And like, people are like, "What do you mean?" And I'm just like, "Oh my god, seriously." Okay, so I think it's about regular price. I think it's about $14.
That's less. Are you sure for AVX?
No, not for regular.
Oh, right.
Regular. AVX is like 18, like 19, I think, or something like that. And then IMAX is 21 or 22.
Ugh.
And then IMAX, if it's altered in any way, I think it's an extra couple bucks. Like, I'm pretty sure when I went to go see Avatar, I paid $40 something for just tickets.
Ugh.
Just tickets. Christ. Well, we'll check right now. Hey, here we go. Hey.
So we went once. So we have a local theater here. It's a Cineplex.
Sure.
The seats are terrible. We hate it. We went to see the Batman here because I think the border was still closed. So we sat in the 4D section, and it was, I want to say it was $25 a ticket. Yeah, and you know what? And it ended up being less than 75 because we took our mother-in-law, who's a senior citizen, and we got a discount. But we normally go to a boutique or craft theater across in Port Huron,
right?
And it's like $10. I mean, granted, it's a smaller screen. The room is like sits 24 to 48, depending on what room you're in. They're all super comfortable seats. And the screen is like, I don't know. It's bigger than what you would have at a home projection, but it's not.
Sure.
Yeah. Perfectly fine. Great seats. Good sound. And it's $10. You're never like, people are going to start to avoid the premium sightline because they don't want to pay the extra $2 to sit in the middle.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And the reason why I say this is because, and I don't know, you got to think about, like, there's a reason why stadiums charge different amounts of money for different spots. You're so many, like, you're so far away from certain things, right? Yeah. And in a theater, there's a reason why it's called a theater. Because you're in an enclosed space.
Right.
Very close to other people. Nice and close.
Sammy says, like, my niece not too long ago on a Thursday night, popcorn, 2 drinks, and tickets, $60.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And I always figure where Sammy is. He's in the States, right? Yeah. Okay, so I just checked. For Cineplex Odeon. A regular movie. I didn't realize this. A regular movie for adults, 14 and up, between $10.99 and $12.99. IMAX
terrible.
IMAX is $19.99. And Ultra AVX is between $15.99 and $16.50.
Yeah.
So let's say $20 max.
I'm old enough to remember $2 Tuesdays in Stony Creek.
Oh, buddy, yeah, yeah, I do remember that.
It used to be $2 for a movie on a Tuesday. That was a cheap night.
Hurt, bro. It hurts.
It was a toonie. So when Sammy said he could, it was $60 to take his niece. Like, you could stay at home, watch a movie, and spend $10 on drinks and popcorn, right?
Yeah, but Sammy's got all that extra money from not having to pay taxes. Like,
and this is why medium movies and, like, independent movies are dying, because no one will pay $15, $30 to see a low budget, drama in a theater. They'll just wait till it comes for streaming if they're interested in seeing that movie. My wife used to go every Tuesday to see a movie. Didn't matter, like, if she wanted to see it or not. She would just pick a movie that week because it was, $2 or $3 or $5 to see a movie on a Tuesday. So she'd go with her friends from work. Whoever wanted to go, they would go. Nobody does that anymore because you'd go bankrupt.
No, absolutely not. And okay, like, not only that, food. I go and I get a large popcorn, 2 drinks, and a candy. Okay, and that's already too much for 2 people. I think it's 32. No, it's $31.99. I think, for a large popcorn, 2 drinks, and a candy, plus tax, plus tickets. So you're at $75.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting to be outrageous.
Yeah. So it's just like,
I mean, that plus people talking during the movie, it's like, why am I paying for this?
I've noticed that people have been getting more and more not overly ignorant about being in movies, but more, like, oblivious of where they are. Like, they just kind of just don't realize. And, like, sometimes, like, you know what I mean? Like I'll, like, something will be happening behind me, and, like, I'll have to turn around and, like, look back and, like, lock eyes with people. I have to lock eyes with another human being to be able to, converse my problem across. Seriously. And, like, I don't know, man. Like, I understand people got to go to the bathroom in the middle of the movie, sure. But, like, to do it 4 times? 4 times?
Hey, maybe they have a medical issue. You don't know.
Then sit on the outside of the. Sit on the outside. Hey, come on.
Don't sit in the middle. Like, yeah.
Like, come on. But at the same time, also, you know, we got D-Box rocking around. People are in the roller coaster. They're flying around. So like, it's just like, I think it's just going to get more crazier than it's going to get more movie-esque related as my voice breaks. Because yeah, like they're going to, like we were talking about, they're trying to bring more people to the movies. And how are they going to do that? And I don't know. Like, I do feel like the in-theater experience is going to suffer. I think it's going to happen.
They're going to kill it themselves. Like, they're going to keep money. The experience is going to get worse. And except for giant big tent pole of movies that need to make $500 million to cover its budget, like, no one's going to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I think and it's crazy because I guess it kind of brings it back to like what's being released in movie theaters, right? Like we're lucky, and I would say that we're lucky enough that we're seeing A24 movies, right, getting released in the theaters, you know, and for the most part, and like let's be real, a lot of those are kind of artistic movies that, you know, carry a lot of weight on how they're displayed and how they're whatever, like, and it's a nice spectacle to go to see that on a large screen rather than a CGI 2-hour fest. Okay, first off, Sammy, I see it. Yeah. First off, how dare you waste your popcorn? You keep that cherished. That's for you. They don't deserve that. You take, actually, you know what? I forgot. I go to the movies with a little bit of pocket sand, just in case. You know, I need extra. I gotta handle anything. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, moving
Texas
on.
joke there.
Marvel Studios' plans for Secret Wars may be even bigger than we anticipated. We have a lot of movies to go to, including Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, before Avengers: Secret Wars is released. Despite that, it remains perhaps the most highly anticipated multiverse saga movie among fans. No great surprise given the comic book stories its title instantly brings to mind. The moderators of Marvel Studios spoilers page have shared some new intel. Following reports that the Beyonder will be a Kang variant, it's said that all movies released after Avengers: The Kang Dynasty will be set in a battle world style reality.
Oh my god!
Phase 6 movies are going to take place in a new MCU similar to what happened when Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars was playing out. Marvel Studios clearly has incredibly ambitious plans, and that may go some way in explaining why there are said to be very, very early talks about splitting Avengers: Secret Wars into 2 movies. We'd assumed the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars would be akin to Infinity War and Endgame, but if the multiverse saga's finale is really that big, this approach might make the most sense. The rumor concludes by claiming that Doctor Strange 3 will be released prior to Secret Wars 3, while this story could even spill over into Phase 7, making that part of the multiverse saga as well, given how massive the MCU has become since expanding Disney Plus. That may be the only way to do this story justice and avoid it feeling rushed.
Oh my god. 3 years.
Wait, so let me read this again. We'll be set in a battle world style reality. This means that Phase 6 movies are going to take place. So an entire phase will take place in an alternate MCU, and then they'll tie it back together at the end of Phase 6, beginning of Phase 7. So is that how they bring the X-Men in? Because they'll be in a battle world style reality? And at the end of Phase 6, these get sucked in, the X-Men get sucked in, or, you know, you get a colliding of realities into 2, and then everyone's just in the same 616, I think, Earth?
I feel like what's going to happen, I feel like this rumor / this theory is getting rolled over as time is going on, which is hilarious. So the big events that are happening in the MCU, the massive world-changing events that happen in like a second, right? So like the snap, and you know, let's say that fucking giant celestial coming out of the earth. You know, that was a pretty fucking big one. And I'm trying to think of maybe one more.
Since in the MCU.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to think of maybe one more. You know, something really huge to really fuck up the earth. You know, something to fuck up the earth and or the universe.
Right.
So a few of those things have happened. Something in Loki, right? They destabilized the fucking timeline. Cosmic shit was happening. Whatever. I feel like something like that is going to happen when they're traversing through these different planes of reality / whatever's happening.
Right.
And then when they land back into our Earth, whenever that is, and it's our timeline, I feel like humans / babies / whatever are going to be zapped, you know what I mean, with this radiation / whatever, and that's going to be like the start of the X.
Well, we do know that Namor is a mutant, right? He said he's a mutant, so I don't know. Maybe that's the start. Who knows?
Well, what I'm saying is, obviously, when they do get zapped back, whatever time that is, it could be the 90s, right? Like that could happen right after right after Captain Marvel lands or something. You know what I mean? There's just so many things. So yeah, it's crazy.
We'll also kind of see what Loki season 2 does, because that's out this year.
They have to expand. They have to expand on the whole thing. Yeah, all of it's got to. I feel like all of that has to start to tie in. Like I feel like we're gonna get a smidge, like a smidgy tidge of something with Ant-Man and TVA, and then as it goes on, I feel like a little bit more as time happens. Yeah, well, we'll see.
Speaking of Ant-Man, good segue. Premiere was last night. So we're getting our first reactions. Obviously, there's no spoilers in here. They weren't allowed to do that. And
no
most of the time
spoilies.
you usually get like, oh, every movie that Marvel makes is amazing and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm sure you saw great reviews about Love and Thunder after its premiere. But,
did we?
I don't know. I just have a feeling about Jonathan Majors already being a great actor that he is going to fucking nail it. So, first reactions on Twitter. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania kicks off Phase 5 of the MCU with a heaping helping of Jonathan.
A heaping helping.
Shouldn't it be heap helping?
Yeah. A heaping help
of Jonathan Majors, a deadly serious villain for the multiverse saga. Psychedelic. Peyton Reed's Ant-Man is the best MCU has delivered since Endgame. The film is a psychedelic roller coaster through the quantum realm that delivers moments of laughter, tears, bone-crunching action, and heart as the film raises the stakes. Overly ambitious. Ant-Man is solid, yet overly ambitious start to the next phase of the MCU. Jonathan Majors is an absolute force as Kang, and the new king of the multiverse. The final battle is astonishing. But I really miss the comedic charm throughout Ant-Man. Okay. How is Scott Lang not comedically charming? He's just him without saying comedically.
Yeah.
Best villain ever. Scary and shocking game changer. Marvel's back with a fun wild adventure. Kang is the best comic book movie villain ever. Jonathan Majors will be nominated for Best Supporting Actor in 2024 with a very solid chance of winning. That one's big. That's a big swing.
That's the first time I heard that, and that is a very large swing.
Plus Thanos. Yeah, he could probably do, like, Jonathan Majors could probably do it, but Thanos was a pretty good fucking villain too.
Yeah.
Spy Kids visually resembles Spy Kids, although the movie lacks the charisma of the first installment. The conflict finally moves the multiverse saga, highlighting Jonathan Majors as fearsome Kang. Oh, so maybe some criticisms here. 2 post-credit scenes. So if you're going to see that, wait twice for scenes. So sad news. So Constantine 2 was announced by Keanu Reeves, like, I don't know what, 3 months ago. He said they got Warner Bros. to sign off. Looks like it has been scrapped because of the new plans. Last year, we learned Dominic Stark-Keanu will reprise the role of John Constantine, a sequel to the 2005 movie. Francis Lawrence agreed to step back in the director's chair while Akiva Goldsman was tapped to work on the screenplay with him. Constantine may have Americanized DC Comics' Hellblazer, but the movie's following has only increased since its first release. As for Reeves, he's now more popular than ever before.
I mean,
unfortunately, it appears that that's not a good enough reason to move forward with the movie for DC Studios. Scooper Casey Walsh claimed that Constantine 2 has now been canceled, bluntly telling one of his followers, Constantine 2 is not happening. He'd gone on to add that the movie was that was a movie they greenlit in desperation because they weren't sure the direction of DC and needed to have something post 2023. So that's super disappointing. Oh wait. Warner Brothers confirms the movie is still in the works.
No way.
That just came out like today, 6 hours ago.
A bad video thumbnail to use, but continue. Yeah.
What, this one?
Yeah, that one right there about the new Matrix.
Oh,
which I didn't watch yet.
Though.
Yeah, but I heard it was not right.
Anyways, remember that sequel starring spokesman for Warner Brothers to Entertainment Weekly that Constantine 2 is not scrapped. So that guy's an idiot, Casey.
Fucking stupid.
Reeves will be reprising his role of John Constantine, the magic-wielding occult expert made popular by Alan Moore and Stephen R. Bissett's Hellblazer comics. Yeah, he should definitely be Constantine in the DCU. Like, why the fuck not? I understand that people really like the guy who played Constantine in the CW series.
Yeah.
But it's CW. Like, let's get real.
Yeah. Yeah. I really enjoyed Keanu's Constantine.
Uh-huh.
I think he was obviously a little too Keanu. But other than that,
Keanu's got a Keanu.
He must Keanu. Pretty good. Okay. Anyway, yes, I agree. But I liked how, you know what I mean? I liked how it was. If he played into the comic book,
it was
yeah,
it had enough Satanism in it, like, you know.
Oh,
like,
perfect, and everything. Oh,
this
so perfect. You know, if they could just so good. She was so good as fucking what's her name?
Gabriel.
Right. If
Gavin Rossdale.
Yeah, if Keanu could just play into the comic book character a little bit more, I feel like he'd have a winner. I think it'd be just a fucking winner.
Yeah, so
just
it's
saying.
Still gonna happen. It looks like, fingers crossed.
Good, it should.
Yeah. Okay, last thing before we leave today, The Flash has completely changed its ending and replaced all those cameos as DC reboot beckons.
Can you imagine how much
said to have made massive changes to The Flash, including altering the ending and removing some huge cameos. Oh, spoilers to follow.
They're moving them? Yeah. What the fuck? How can they move them?
Well,
no, not remove, move.
Oh, same as
they're moving.
Keanu talked about wanting to do Constantine Late Show with Stephen Colbert Show. Oh, was that like recently, like last week, this week?
Oh my god.
Flash originally ended with Barry Allen returning to his timeline, only to discover that Michael Keaton's Batman and Sasha Calle's Supergirl were now part of his world. That explains how the former was going to return in Batgirl, Aquaman, Batman Beyond, not to mention an eventual Crisis on Infinite Earths movie. Keaton, however, now looks to be set to be one and done in his original big screen Batman because DC Studios moving on from the DCU and rebooting as DCU. As a result, the original plans have gone out the window. Oh, a few months ago. Okay. Grace Randolph, yes, we know, recently claimed that Keaton, Callie, and all the big teases added last year, including Henry Cavill's Superman cameo, have been scrapped. The decision was made by James Gunn and Peter Safran. Arguably makes sense with the reboot. How does this affect the movie, though? Like, I'm sure they've re-edited this thing like 8 times, given the back and forth.
So many times. But, wait.
What?
Keaton was in. I'm sorry. I'm just reading the article.
Keaton was supposed to.
Keaton was in, and he was supposed to be in Aquaman as well.
Yes. which they
the fuck are they doing? What were they doing over there?
Girl, they refilmed his scene with Batfleck, and I read that they cut his scenes out too now.
How much money are they wasting over there? Sweet Jesus Mo. Holy fuck.
Flash races into theaters with no cameos, apparently.
Isn't that Grace Randolph chick the one that everyone hates?
Well, I don't know who she is, but apparently yes, because it said yes, we know when it referred to Grace Randolph.
Apparently she's awful. She might be bad.
Okay. Well, why is she?
Everyone go tell her to fuck off. I think she's a right-wing nut.
Oh, well. No, you're thinking of that lawyer woman, Nancy Grace. You're thinking of that guy.
Okay, so let's not start throwing around the C word here.
Oh, I should have censored myself. I don't have a mute button.
Oh, whoopsie.
Okay, so that's it for this week. No more cameos in Flash, apparently. Ant-Man comes out next week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ant-Man next week.
Concerns?
Okay.
So this month we're running a contest to give this away. Thor #6 signed by Donny Cates. Oh, it's kind of hard to see with the. Oh, there we go. The camera is like auto adjusting the black of.
Right.
Thor,
Yeah.
on the cover. Anyways, giving that away. Anyone who signs up for a free account on Yousellcomics.com, where you can buy and sell comics, omnis, trades, and more. So if you sign up to be a vendor for 5% low commission, or a flat rate no commission, or just a buyer account, doesn't matter. You will be entered to win this in a draw at the end of the month that we will announce the winner here live beginning of March. Thank you, Josh, for typing in Yousellcomics.com. Last month we actually had our best month ever of vendor sign-ups of
Yay
14.
Nice.
They haven't posted any books yet, so it'd be nice if they did that, but at least they signed up, so
they'll get there.
Continuing to grow bit by bit. So Ant-Man comes out next week. Mando comes out. Season 3 comes out in 3 weeks.
So much stuff. Like
1923 was back this week. The Last of Us episode this week.
Did you watch it?
Yeah. We watched it. We watched it the day after.
Do you want to talk about it real quick?
Sure.
Well, I don't know. We don't have to.
No, we can. I left the spoilers thing up so people can click off if they...
Click away, peasants. Just kidding.
The episode was good. It wasn't as strong as the previous episode.
No, it was.
That one, but...
Yeah, no, and I feel like they said that was the case. Like it was, like episode 3 was like the top level, like all the episodes, and I feel like that probably again is the case. But episode 4 was quite good.
Oh yeah, they introduced Melanie Linsky.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a very good actress. Also from the
very
Shield.
Good.
She was in a Shield episode.
Which one?
She was Marcy, the serial killer. With
my god! Right. Sorry, I keep thinking about her in
the one that cut the arm off that girl.
Right. I just keep forgetting about. I just keep remembering her in what is it, Fargo or?
She's in Yellow Jackets.
No.
She wasn't in Fargo.
What the hell was she in then? She was in something.
Linsky?
The girl you're talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway.
She's also Swedish.
Is she?
Sorry, New Zealand.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh, she was good in Candy. Miss America.
Thinking of
American Dad.
Oh God. What's wrong with me?
I mean, there's a lot, but we don't have all night.
Okay. We could.
I mean, you left yourself open with that one, dude. It's Always Sunny. Okay. She was in one episode.
Yeah, but
I mean, she works a lot as a character actor. Like, she's not.
Why am I speaking?
Not in a ton of episodes for like a lot of shows. She's just like she comes in, wrecks the place with her acting, and then leaves.
Wrecks the place. I love it.
Like, yeah,
just absolutely wrecks the place.
Yeah, her longest, Castle Rock. She was in Castle Rock.
I'm actually spacing right now. Like I'm actually like I'm already in the 2008s, so it's definitely not then.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways.
No, it's okay. It's crazy that you remembered her from 2 episodes of The Shield, by the way. That is unreal.
I've rewatched that show like 8 times since.
Like
Kurt Sutter is in it for a number.
There's a lot of people. Yeah. There's a lot of people. Yeah.
Who else is in it?
She was in Red Hot American Summer 10 years later, but I don't. That's not it. That's not the thing I'm thinking of. Like it's. This is gonna bother me, man.
Well, you can go through the whole list later on your time.
No, everyone stay right here.
Yeah, so it was a good episode.
Yes, I agree.
The pun thing was funny.
Yes. I liked how they did that. I enjoyed the how they're, connecting them and doing everything. I personally am glad that they're doing it now rather than trying to force it right away.
Huh? Force what?
Oh, the relationship between Ellie and.
Oh yeah. It's not it's a build, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
Sammy says the Shield is amazing. You need to rewatch it. Yeah, I try and rewatch every 2 or 3 years. I've rewatched it.
I'm trying to do the same. It's every 2 to 3 years. I'm trying to rewatch my favorite shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's it still holds up 100%. So.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else was there.
I'm.
We're kind of binging through Your Honor.
Okay, I was gonna start it. How is it?
And we waited. It's been out for I think a year and a half, 2 years. But we just finished season 1, and I realized that season 2 has just started. So we're just doing episode 1 a week now. While it is.
Okay. Yep.
I like season 2, but I'm not sure there should have been a season
2. Tough.
Did you watch the first season?
No.
Oh. I felt like the first season kind of ended on that would have been a really good ending if there was no season 2. But dang. I don't know. So far, season 2's been fine too. It's Bryan Cranston. What are you gonna do? Not watch Bryan Cranston?
Yeah, that's true. He's so damn good.
We started season 5 of The Expanse. Catching up on that.
Did you start the newest season?
Of what?
The Expanse.
No, we're on season 5. So season 6 is coming out, or the second half of season 6. Did you ever all watch the Black Donnellys? The Black Donnellys is actually from around where I live.
Yeah.
They have a
yeah
in my little town.
It begins.
Did go see 5 years ago there was an independent filmmaker who made a movie about the Black Donnellys that brought to our little movie theater here. So I did see that. I do know of the show, but I've never watched the show. But yeah, they're from around here. They have a reputation. What do you have that look on your face for? That's Josh's thing.
Oh my god. Dude, that's why I'm where is she from? Why do I remember seeing her all the time? No matter every single time I fucking play, I see her and she was in a coat. Dude, she was in 2.5 Men.
I never watched.
She was the crazy stalker. She was in 63 fucking episodes.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's what it was. Oh my god, yeah. Crazy. Yeah. And here we are. She's starring in a very very popular miniseries.
Yeah. So are you going to see Ant-Man opening night? You have your tickets?
I haven't bought tickets. Yet. But I do want to see it.
Family Day in Canada.
Yes, it's a. Do you remember when that holiday was invented? I do.
Yeah, it was 6 years ago.
It was way longer than that.
No, it wasn't.
It was longer than that. It was easily a decade ago. Check that bitch. Check that fucking bitch. But yeah.
When did it start? Oh, 2013. Oh, that was in British Columbia. BC
Wait.
government shifts Family Day to beginning in 2019. Oh, so when did it become nationwide? When did it come in Ontario? Brunswick. Oh, Ontario. 2007. Damn it!
I like.
It's like,
I missed it. Sorry, you overscrolled. Oh,
no, I didn't. 2007 for Ontario. First observed in 2008.
I said a decade.
Anyways, we're gonna go on Family Day across the river and watch it in the States because it's still workday in America. So so it should only
Oh, smart little gun, smart little baby. That's a pretty good idea.
Yes. Also, it's Super Bowl weekend. Our teams are not in it.
Sadness.
Oh, Sammy said we talked about that. Tickets are $87. $87 for what? Ant-Man?
So that's that's family tickets. He thinks said right. Oh no, sorry.
I hope.
No, sorry. He said Irish Families Mobbish show.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
How much?
Wrong family.
How many people is that for, Sammy?
I'm gonna guess that's 4 tickets.
I'm gonna say 5.
4 spicy spore. 4. That's a great game, by the way. 4 back when EA was good. 4 spicy AVX tickets, 5 regular tickets. I will agree with you.
I'm not sure they have AVX there. I think it's probably called something different.
Well, yeah. So what is it? Enhanced something or?
And they don't have separate theaters like that. Like AVX versus blah, blah, blah.
So you're saying Cineplex has been milking us?
Well, yeah, and we have terrible. Like I don't know about you, but do you get seats that are like recliners or whatever?
It's always half and half.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah. You're hanging. We're all hanging on by a thread here, Sammy. Like Jesus.
Yeah, so we'll go on the Monday. I have to stay off sites for that.
Not that I don't know if I'm even
Columbus, but my wife and I are going to Columbus this weekend. If you know any good comic shops I should check out, be happy to get that suggestion. We are going for a Toronto Maple Leaf game and then seeing a friend of my wife's for dinner. And coming back for Super Bowl's this weekend, right? Not next weekend.
Yeah. Don't even get me started.
Super Bowl Sunday. Are you working Super Bowl Sunday? Are you away? This seems like
it's a source of some of my frustration. I thought that I was flying back in at what was it, 7:00 Saskatoon time.
Right.
Flying back 7:00 Ontario time.
You only missed like an hour and a half of the game.
No. So by the time,
doesn't it?
No. It starts at 6:30, but I'm landing at like 7 something.
Yeah.
By the time I land, grab my shit, get out, and like where I want to go.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky, like if I get there by 9, it'll be a surprise. So.
Well, that's too bad, my friend. I'll probably just watch on my laptop while watching other stuff because my teams aren't in it. So Monday after the Super Bowl,
I just wanted to go eat food and snacks.
I bet it is. I'm sure there's.
Just wanted to go do that,
and people cursing that they didn't get the over/under or the point spread. They're just depressed about it.
If anybody has any recommendations for Halifax comic book stores and/or fun pop culture entertainment stores, anything related to tech, send them over because I'm going there next week for 4 days.
Why are you going there?
Early birthday present / Valentine's Day / need some East Coast air. Haven't been since 2017. Gonna go and be able to take advantage of free stay, free car.
Yeah, my sister and my nieces and nephews and her have lived out there for 10 years now. I've never been.
You should definitely go. The air is delightful.
I don't know. It almost worked out think we were gonna go COVID year, and then it didn't happen
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
COVID.
Oh no, yeah, I remember that. We talked about that.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. We'll be back next week.
Might be tough. Valentine's Day, buddy. Do you have plans?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, so you'll be unavailable.
Well, I'll be in a different province, but I could probably hook
Oh, yeah,
up
right.
something.
Okay, so, all right. Sorry, the timeline was all messed up for me. So
okay.
everyone enjoy their Valentine's Day. If we'll be back the following week. Don't forget about the contest to win the Thor. Just sign up for free. Everyone have a good time. Have a good weekend. Be safe over Super Bowl. And
Do it.
Thanks again for watching. Give us a like if you liked us. If not, then give us the thumbs down. It's fine. Whatever.
Doesn't exist
Anyway,
anymore. Jokes on
guys.
you.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll talk to you later.